What's going on, everybody? Payneblade back here again from Server 1 representing IC, guys. Welcome to the All Uzumaki Namikaze Team Showcase. We're going to be doing an All Arena team. We did one with All Sharingan, and now we're going to be focusing on doing All Uzumaki. Now, I've got my kids going a headband on in honor of this. He let me borrow it. He's a year and a half. What does he know, right? He'll get it back eventually. But in order to get this video done, I thought this was fitting because we all know how important being the RoKage was to this clan specifically and how powerful this clan really is. So guys, let's get into it and talk about who is available for this team and what this team can do. So first and foremost, we'll jump into it. I'll show you what I've created and what options you currently have. So now we have quite a bit of Narutos. We've got literally, I think, 9 or 10 Narutos, maybe 9. So enough to fit a whole team, but I didn't just do that. I actually put in a father and son combination. So you've got Naruto, you've got Minato, and you've got versions of Boruto as well too. And I could have done Karin as well too. Technically she's an Uzumaki as well too, but I decided not to put her in there. So what we've got here is we got the Force team. We've got Rene Festival Naruto, which is essentially my AoE nuke and confuse unit. I've got my tank here in 7th Hokage, Protector of the Light Naruto, and I've got the UR Naruto here, who could be replaced with SR Naruto, but I don't have him built. We use the UR version instead, right? So we've got nuker, AoE, and confuse. We got a tank, and we've got a nuker and chakra regeneration plus semi-tank there. So the second team in spirit here, we've got the son and father combo and the berserk combo here. So we've got Boruto here, the UR version, which does amazing buffs from both defense and offense, and then we've got the Naruto Kage SR version here, who does incredible buffs for offense and A units, especially attack up, and he also does incredible nuking. And we have the Six Tails Naruto, which is essentially the best nuker in the game in my opinion right now for AoE especially, right? So that will complete that team. This is my all nuke team with a little bit of buffing. And then of course the energy team here is there's no disturb team here. This is also another nuking team. I've got the old school Boruto SR, which is still one of the best nukes in the game. I've got Minato, which is one of the best team nukes in the game, also a great buffer. Don't have his LB2 yet, which I'm still working on, guys. It was his birthday, by the way. Happy birthday, legend. And also we got SMN here, who's actually a great D nuke type. So that is essentially the roundup, guys. Other options you could choose from here is of course the option to go with let's see here. We've got Karin, as I mentioned here, if you need a healer and a chakra giver. That's the other option. And then you have the SR Naruto option, which is coming up down here somewhere. There you and then the berserk option. Sorry, if you need a nuke, like a decent nuke, he's actually not bad. So there's another option there for you, just in case you're looking for somebody and you don't have one of the other nukes that I just mentioned. He's actually not a bad nuke. Not good enough for me to be using on my team, but he's actually decent. And then of course you've got the old school SR Naruto, which is actually still a really good character and great for beginners. And then you've got the 3-star Naruto Kage, which I don't recommend anybody using. You've got enough Narutos to fill that tab. So definitely don't have to use him. But if you want an all Naruto team, he is essential. I think he's the 9th piece of that puzzle. So there you have it, guys. So let's jump into it and actually show you guys how well they do in arena, and we'll go from there. I did do a fight, so I will show you what it is. Of course, we're fighting luck as usual, and I'm going to explain to you why this team excelled and why they did so well. Alright, so the first team, here we go. There's Rene there's Naruto Kage there for the tanking, and then there is Naruto UR for the chakra tanking and the nuking. So he fills 3 roles pretty well, to be quite honest with you. So SR Naruto's still a pretty big force not to be trifled with. Then there's Boruto, of course, to do his crushing up with his skill 2 and his jutsu, which actually gives quite a bit of damage increase rate as well as damage reduction rate. So he's a total package here. And then of course there's critical rate up with Six Tails. So Six Tails is going to keep getting his turn here and his buffs, right? So here we go. We're going to have 2 jutsus here. We're going to have Minato's jutsu and we're going to have SMN's jutsu. So Minato will end up doing damage rate reduction down on Obito here. You'll see it before he does it, and then he'll end up actually nuking and destroying that right there. There you go. There's the damage. And then here my SMN is actually not powered up enough, but normally he would have hit a lot harder, and he does give himself crit ahead of time, and he does do a lot more damage to D units, and unfortunately I'm attacking a T unit here. But overall still a really good character in terms of nuking, so highly recommend getting him up. Alright, so this is what I was talking about here. Now we're going to see a little bit of damage come through all 3 characters. So Naruto Kage actually with his skill 2 will give defense up, making these 2 a lot tankier. And Naruto UR or Naruto SR actually gives himself defense up already, so making him way tankier with the 2 of them put together. So here we go. There is the defense up. You saw that there for the rest of the battle. And then watch, you'll see his chakra come back here, okay, once he kills. He dies, now watch the chakra down here. and it'll fill up. Whoop, there you go, almost halfway almost. So there you go, he's going to be on to the next jutsu again coming up next turn. And now here you see the clear team. You'll see Boruto do his move here, and you're going to see all the buffs coming up on my section after that. And then you'll see the same thing with Naruto Kage, who will end up giving attack up. There we go. There's the damage increase rate, damage reduction rate, and then here you'll see the attack up come up, making the next hit a lot harder, obviously. There you go, the attack up. Now you're going to see him destroy everything just because of all those extra buffs, plus he's been buffing himself every turn, right? So there you go, 1.5 million, guys. 1.5 million for an AoE nuke. Come on. Come on. That shouldn't be happening in a game like this. Anyways, it's pretty wild. And then here you go, the finishing touches here. So Boruto, like I mentioned, still one of the best nukes in the game as an SR. Highly recommend building him still. Look at that, 677, no crit, guys. So there you have it. There is the most, in my opinion, one of the most powerful clans in the Shinobi universe, doing what they do best, and that is taking care of business, being legends, being Hokages, doing what nobody else can do. That is saving the world and destroying things along the way. So there you guys have it. I don't know which was the more dominant team. Here's the thing, with the Sharingan team, you have a lot more stuns and control, and you have a lot more versatility. But the Naruto team, you seem to have a lot more nuking than anybody else. So the Uzumaki slash Namikaze team are probably the better of the nukes at the moment from what I'm seeing, and then the all Sharingan team obviously has some of the best nukes in the game, but they're a lot more versatile. They have more control, they have more stuns, they have more buffs and debuffs to offer. So definitely between the two, I would pick the Sharingan team. There's just a lot more to go with them. But as you saw there, the Naruto team is no slouch itself. It's actually a pretty damn dominating team. So highly recommend, guys, if you feel like building that team, go for it. Corinne is not a bad option to add to the Uzumaki team if you need a healer and chakra giver. Unfortunately, she's a very bad healer. But I mean, if you are looking to do a little bit more, you can. Alright guys, so next up we're going to be doing an all waifu team. I'm doing my best to build that up as much as I can. It's going to be a lot of healers, but we're going to do it for fun and see kind of where we get with that. There's not very many options, unfortunately, but we have enough to build a full one. Alright guys, this is Payne. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you soon.